this? Oh, that's cute. What is that? Oh, that's from my that's my asparagus. That's weird. Let me show y'all the little card. This is a card at work. It's the what's that thing? Ghostbuster mobile. Okay, let me take that off. All right, anyway, I don't even know if I put for everybody to watch. I'm just gonna come on here real quick. I'm not doing a reading right now because I have a lot of stuff I have to do and I'm hungry. So yeah. But I wanted to come on and tell you guys where I've been, because I've actually had a lot of people reaching out. I want you to know everything is good. Nothing is wrong. Um, there's just been a lot of positive changes in my life in the past month. So for those of you who know me, those that don't, I actually am a probation officer. I've been working there for 8 years, and I always talk to you guys about how I was stressed out, all this other stuff. So a lateral came in a couple weeks ago, sometime in September, and I just went for it. Prior to that, I was always afraid, like, oh, I don't like change, because I don't like change. But I say, you know what, to hell with it, because it's either I get out of this unit or I quit. And the latter, can't be doing that in this economy, and I have a child to take care of. If I didn't have a child, I would have quit a long time ago, but that's another story. So I put in the lateral. 2 weeks later, I find out I get it. Mind you, my supervisor calls me in the office, and it looks and sounds like she's about to cry, but she basically said, you got the position, don't tell anybody. So I kept it quiet, because once you tell Capricorn not to say nothing, we can be quiet. So I told her, okay, and went about my day. So she finally told everybody, like, hey, you know, Sharice is moving out of the unit. Of course, everybody came into my office talking about, oh, you didn't tell us and blah, blah, which I wasn't trying to tell y'all because I'm trying to get up out of there. The reason I did that because I was super stressed in that unit. We had 2 people at the time out on FMLA. Another one was going to be out on maternity leave. I just couldn't take it anymore. On top of that, I was doing supervisor work when I wasn't getting paid as a supervisor. So in my mind, I'm like, I prayed about it. I said, God, if this is for me, please let me get this position. I got it. And prior to me even getting the position, I reached out to the new supervisor asking her questions. And then I submitted my application, and then the rest is history. So, hey, Bridget. I know I haven't done a reading for y'all, but but that literally was a highlight because at that moment everything just changed. So now I'm working downtown, you know, with the big girls. I'm doing kind of like admin type work, so I'm still seeing probationers, but not in the capacity. Like, I'm just basically transferring them. So I'm only supervising transfers. I went from having 78 cases to 351 and counting. Yes, it sounds like a lot, but we're like a ghost. So we're not actively supervising them. Um, it was Trisha. It's not really a promotion. It's just a lateral. Um, but we're not actively supervising. So for instance, if somebody moved to Houston, I'll be the main person that the officer in Houston will contact if they need anything. But I was pretty much hands off. Um, I literally get to keep my schedule. So I work 9 to 6. It sounds weird, but I actually leave at 4 so I can go pick my daughter up. And then I log back in online from 5 to 6. Time goes by really quickly. I get my own parking spot. Your girl moving up. Even though the lady gave me a corner spot that's like by a pillar, so it's like hard as hell for me to get into. So I got to back in backwards, which I don't normally. Yes, Trisha, for sure. What else? The people there are amazing. 2 of the ladies are, you know, been a minute and they're on like retirement, almost on retirement if they want to. People are friendly. It's kind of like a close-knit little, you know, thing, unit. And I blended it so well because literally you don't have to teach me anything. I know how to transfer people. I know how to do, you know, state to state transfers, county to counties transfers. And I work best in settings where I get to just do stuff without constantly having to see people, go meet people. And it's amazing. I was watching YouTube today while doing work. Like, I literally can chill. And the assistant director, I was in the elevator with her, and I told her, I said, it was either I get up out of that unit or I quit. And she's like, no, don't quit. You know, always see what else is out there. And when I tell y'all, the supervisor that I have now, she's on maternity leave, but I just, the case that I took over, I'm seeing how much she helps. She literally helps. Like, I'm not asking a supervisor to do my work for me, but there are times when maybe we might fall behind or we might forget something. She'll swoop in and help. Something my previous supervisor could never. Because she literally relied on me for everything. And I just got so sick of that. You know, oh, Sharice will do it. Oh, go talk to Sharice. Like, no, Sharice ain't getting paid that type of money. So, anyway, that's the situation with that. And then the building we're in right now, we're supposed to move to a brand new building in December, which I don't think that's going to happen right now, but they're still like doing some stuff. So everything's just been amazing. And on top of that, my daughter has been in a great mood. So I've really just wanted to take a break from tarot to kind of enjoy this happy moment, because it's been so long. I don't want to cry on here. But it's been so long. You know, I've had so much stuff happen in my life. And to be able to, you know, finally have the fruits of my labor, like, show up and me be able to do that, it's amazing for me. So that's pretty much it. I'm over here being a crybaby. No tears came out, y'all. I just got emotional. But that's where I've been at, and I'm not completely writing off tarot or anything. It's just I needed a little break just so I can enjoy this newfound peace that I have. So that's pretty much where I've been. Also, I'm kind of going back to my plant-based eating habits because for whatever reason, I'm just not feeling meat anymore. I've been drinking a lot of water. I bought one of those little circle things. They got me on Facebook. But the little circle water bottles, I've been drinking that. I just purchased a water filter because I got tired of buying bottles and plastic bottles and stuff like that. So that's coming today. So I'm really just focused on my health, you know, less stress, enjoying my daughter's mood, being happy, like the school. Even if they're being watched by somebody, they're finally starting to like communicate a little bit more. There's still two teachers that I don't really give a damn about because spiritually I could pick up that they're evil. They're a married couple, by the way. And they both teach her. So whatever, that's another story. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. I know I didn't have to, but I've been having a lot of people reaching out asking. So I decided to let you guys know what was up. Yeah, I really feel like right now, a lot of Capricorns, we're going through a final, like a stage where we finally are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel type of thing. And also another thing that I noticed, I don't like being outside. I don't like being around people because I remember I did a couple of readings where I was talking about people were going to have to choose sides and that people's true colors were going to come out or show. Now these demonic energies, they can't hide anymore. So you're seeing it in everybody. So you're seeing it in the churches, which that's a whole nother story. There's definitely a battle of, you know, religion and spirituality. I'm on the spiritual side. I believe in God. But there's a lot of stuff that I just can't get down with, especially that judgmental stuff. We'll save that for another day. But basically, I just can't be around people like that. I went to the store the other day and I was in the ice cream aisle. And this guy was, you know, in front of the Ben & Jerry's with the thing open, talking on the phone. And he just kept sneezing. He was not covering his mouth. So the sneeze residue was going onto the ice cream. And even though they're in a container, that's disgusting as hell. And I'm just like, this is why I don't like outside. Not one bit. Oh yeah, that pastor, that pissed me off. Mr. Winans or whatever his name is. That was so that was just tasteless. This lady is probably giving you her last dime, and you talking about that's not what I asked, and she's like, I'll get the other 800. If he would have told me that, I would have snatched that shit out of his hand, and I would have been like, well, you just lost your blessing, so come on, son or grandson, whoever. It's just extremely disgusting. And one of the guys on my caseload, he got caught for soliciting a prostitute, which it wasn't even a prostitute, it was a worker at the hotel. He asked one of the cleaning ladies who doesn't even know English to give him some head quickly for $100. So he was asking her for a sexual favor, and turns out his employment is a minister. And I said, you gotta be kidding me. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to go check on the little one. Let me see. I know it's the same people. I'm going to try my best this weekend to try to come on here and do a reading for y'all, because I feel rusty. I feel like I don't even know anymore. Because like I said, it's been a minute. Hold on. You said it stressed me out. I kept it together. For real. That's all I did was talk about it. And I really feel bad because I hate dumping, trauma dumping on people. But it just was too much. Like, and there's still people there that are like complaining about it because it's crap. But yeah, if you guys, I do recommend Circle, but just know some of the flavors are nasty. So I wouldn't recommend it, all of them. And sometimes you just have to try them. They're like $3 and some change. But the Go Sip and the Fit Sip are both two of my favorites. Like they have, you know, a line for that. But I'm just happy to be drinking more water, getting more, you know, positive things in my body, my spirit, my mind. And then as far as the relationship department, like I really don't even care at this point. One guy, he tried to reconnect and, you know, was talking about, oh, I did you wrong, and, you know, I'm gonna do better this time, I'm gonna take you out, and blah blah blah. Didn't happen. He chose to go with friends and his family, making excuses, and I just told him, I said, look, I said, it's cool if you don't have the time for me, but I'm not gonna sit here and wait around for anything. He had the nerve to tell me, you're not giving me a fair chance. I'm giving you a chance by allowing you a second time to prove yourself. So I just told myself, if God wants me to be single for the rest of my life, I'm going to be single, because I really just, and I like men, so I'm not a man hater, but I'm talking about my preference. A lot of these men want the princess treatment. They want you to pay for them. They want you to take them out. They want you to open up their door. I don't know where this imbalance came from. And I even told this guy, I said, I don't brag enough for the stuff that I do. And that's not my nature I'm not in my ego to brag about stuff. But I'm just over it. Like, every woman's story can't actually be the same. Like, you can't tell me that we're all just delusional and crazy when we talk about how men are acting towards us these days. And even with the, I hope I'm saying her name right, Kata Scott, I already knew she was gone. There's some people I have like a little bit of hope for, but I already knew she was gone. And that whole situation, it's like we have to be super careful when we're dating, because these people, they'll put a mask on for ages. They'll put a mask on forever. They'll play the long game. But I'm actually content. Like, I'm okay with not having a partner. So it's not like, oh, I'm gonna die or, you know, anything like that. So for those of you who need to hear that, nothing's wrong with you, unless you know for sure something's wrong with you. But just know, if it's your time, it's gonna be your time. And I have had a lot of, you know, attention, but it just, if it don't feel right for me, I'm not with it. But anyway, y'all, let me go finish up with my daughter. I appreciate you guys for checking in on me. all positive stuff, nothing bad. But that's about it. So I will try to see maybe tomorrow how I'm feeling after work. Damn, that scared me. And this fool up here, he trying to make a beat. Like, sir, you need some headphones because I don't want to be hearing that at no 10 something at night. This like apartment, like, hush it up. And speaking of my apartment, I don't know if I told you guys, but they actually went down on my rent by almost $200, and it was because they messed up and they didn't give me my renewal notice in enough time for me to make a decision. And I said, that's God saying, just stay your ass right here. I'm hoping that I could stay until my daughter's finished with school because everything's in the area. And then after that, I could start, you know, trying to see what else is out there. Because I do want to update a kitchen. Because I love to cook still. I get my HelloFresh because I'm saving so much money not buying stuff at the store and then it rotting and going to waste. So, and also, I know how to cook, but I got HelloFresh because I wanted a change of, you know, dishes. Because I usually make tacos, nachos, pasta. Like, I want different stuff. So, that's why I subscribe to that. And it's really worth it. So, but, then you said you're having a similar situation. But that's pretty much it, y'all. So again, I thank you guys for joining me in this little chatty video, which I've always said I was going to do and I never did. I just want you guys to know that I'm still here. I'm alive. And I'm well. All right. But I hope you guys enjoy your evening. I will catch you later. And stay blessed.